get ready, start. The house will remember that there was some talk at one stage of a Commonwealth citizenship. Full stop. Now, it was difficult to understand what the status of Commonwealth citizenship might be, except that it meant that its members were not completely foreign to one another. Full stop. That unforeignage remains, but I think it is as well that be left off talking about something vague which could not be surely defined. Full stop. The other fact also remains, as I have just stated, the fact that we should take the right to ourselves if we so choose to exercise it at any time, to enter into treaties or arrangements with Commonwealth countries, assuring us of certain mutual privileges and preferences. Full stop. I have briefly placed before the House this document. Full stop. It is a simple document, and yet the House is fully aware that it is a highly important document, or rather, what it contains is of great and historic significance. Full stop. I went to this conference some weeks ago as the representative of India. Full stop. I had, of course, consulted my colleagues here previously, because it was a great responsibility and no man is big enough to shoulder that responsibility by himself when the future of India is at stake. Full stop. For many months past, we had often consulted one another, consulted great and representative organizations, consulted many members of this House. Full stop. Nevertheless, when I went, I carried this great responsibility and I felt the burden of it. Full stop. I had able colleagues to advise me, but I was the sole representative of India, and in a sense, the future of India for the moment was in my keeping. Full stop. I was alone in that sense, and yet not quite alone, because I travelled through the air and I was there. At the conference table, the ghosts of many studies of my life surrounded me and brought up picture after picture before me. Saints and guardians keeping watch over me, telling me perhaps not to trip and not to forget them. Full stop. I remembered, as my members many might remember, that day 19 years ago when we took a pledge for the first time on the bank of the river Ravi at the midnight hour on 26th January, and how we took that oft repeated pledge year after year in spite of difficulty, and finally I remembered that day when, standing at this very place, I placed a resolution before this House. Stop.